Point being, in the healthcare versus let 'em die debate, there would be two legitimate sides. But we don't have that. We have Trump care versus Obamacare. On one side, you have a pro-corporate system designed to enrich an industry consisting of slimy parasites who spend their days and nights trying to figure out how to make sure sick people either owe them lots of money or die quick. And on the other side, you have Trump care. But with one of those two options, there are no pre-existing conditions, except for the pre-existing condition of a national psychosis which acts like this is a genuine debate. Don't get me wrong, Trump care is undoubtedly worse. The estimates are that by 2026, as many as 51 million Americans would be uninsured. As of last year, there were a mere 27 million Americans uninsured. But saying Obamacare is better is like saying it's better to catch crabs from sleeping with a hot young lady than to get it from a used gym towel. Sure, I guess. But shouldn't we just be focusing on the fact that you have crabs? And shouldn't you also switch gyms? I mean, it's worth the $10 extra a month, man. Our healthcare system, both Obamacare and Trump care, is a travesty. It's a catastrophe. It's on par with your beloved dog getting hit by a truck that was carrying your favorite ice cream. So not only do you lose your best friend, but now your favorite ice cream tastes like profound sadness. Forever. Forever. Millions of people have filed for bankruptcy over the past decade because of healthcare costs. And rich people live on average 15 years longer than poor people, partially due to the cost of good health care. This unmitigated failure in the wealthiest country in the world will get even worse under any conceivable version of Trump care. It will kick millions of people off their insurance and will set up what remains of Obamacare to crumble to the ground so that Trump can go, I told you it would collapse. Most of Trump's presidency seems to be premised on the idea that he can just set up everything to collapse even further and then sell ugly hats that say, I fucking told you so. But all of these healthcare plans are simply tinkering around the edges of a unique torture device designed to suck money out of desperate Americans and place it in the pockets of morbidly obese insurance companies, all right? By design. That is our system by design. And as you can see, these insurance company heads, it's run by a very diverse group of people. Really. But you know what? They see past their differences to bond over the fact that they're all sociopaths. It's noble. It's noble. Sure, ideas such as universal health care exist, but they're only allowed like quick 3-minute shout-outs by Bernie Sanders before CNN plays him off like he's an Oscar speech that has gone on too long. You know, I really think everybody should get health care. Why are you pushing me? I think we have enough money. Okay, I'm going. Just last week, the Democrats in California killed their own single-payer plan, even though they could have passed it if they had wanted to. By acting like this is a legitimate debate, we are subconsciously solidifying cultural acceptance of the idea that healthcare should be exploited for profit, all right? It should not. Stop dignifying that thought process at all. And that's why I have a tough time running around yelling breathlessly about how bad the GOP plan is. Make no mistake, it's awful. It's on par with Caligula's healthcare plan, all right? Which was shoddy at best. But let's put it this way, all right? Imagine there were a Ferris wheel that was poorly constructed and therefore was decapitating all the riders. And for some reason, each decapitation made a lot of money for the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield, all right? And you were walking by it and you noticed two people standing there arguing over which was worse, The fact that a 10-year-old angel of a child just died on the Ferris wheel, or the fact that a 48-year-old asshole just died? Well, one is clearly worse, but you wouldn't weigh in on the debates. You'd probably be like, how do you turn off the fucking Ferris wheel? Shut up! Shut up and turn off the Ferris wheel! When it comes to healthcare, it's time we demanded they turn off the fucking Ferris wheel, all right? Making money off of the fact that someone is sick or injured or dying can't magically morph into a morally defensible way of doing things, any more than a Volkswagen Bug can magically morph into a massive building-sized robot starring in a shitty movie. And that's why we're the only developed country that deals with healthcare this way. Coming to you from Washington.